I welcome you once again to the Polity, and with me this afternoon, all the way thousands of miles away from here, is Dr. Nwachukwu Anakwenze, and he is a former presidential aspirant of the PDP, as a medical doctor, a businessman, a philanthropist, a farmer, a man of very many parts, and I welcome you, Doctor.
Thank you. I hope things will work out now. Last time.
Oh, sure. I think so too. I think so too.
Yeah.
I think everything is working out now. All right. So quickly, let's see the road running. We're talking about youth empowerment, and Nigeria is blessed with this large population of youths, up to like 155 million. Something about 70% of the population, and we believe that this ought to be a blessing. It ought to be something to rejoice about and to utilize to propel Nigeria to its place of greatness. Let's hear you.
As Preamble, we want a Nigeria where the various ethnic groups feel like they have a stake in the future of the country. We envision a Nigeria where leadership is based on merit, hard work, fairness, accountability for all as a measure of national character. We envision a Nigeria where diversity is seen as harnessed and celebrated as part of a rich heritage. That's what we see. And we want Nigeria where fairness, equity, justice is guiding principle for all in our society. Yes, Nigeria, our youth are big asset. Huge asset for us. That's the only hope we have. All these old people going around buying a Jeep that's cost 1 billion is total waste of time. We have to invest in our youth. We have to pay for their school fees for free. If that's all we can get from the oil money, train our youth, free education, free skill acquisition, then we've done a lot. We should invest in the youth, pay for all their tuition for free, and not everybody have to go to university. In America, only 25% go to university. The rest goes to what you call technical school, polytechnic. You have it, that's what you need. 75% of the people will learn skills, learn how to do teller, learn how to do electrical, plumbing, welding, motor repair. That's what most Americans do. And they earn good money. Plumber here makes more money than doctor in America. So everybody don't have to have PhD. So that's the direction we need to go. And when they learn the skill, and they're ready to go out on their own, the government should be ready to help them get loan to buy the equipment that they need to start that business. And they will pay the loan back. It's not like Nigerian kind of thing. When they get the money, they must pay it back. That's what will help sponsor the next child. They have it in America here. They have small business loan. Like when I came out, my father don't have any money, my mother don't have any money. When they train me after I come out as a doctor, they see I know what I'm doing. They gave me loan to start. And then they take the money back after 3 years, 5 years. They pay low interest loan. Not free loan. Free loan will not work, but you must pay it back. So you have to have agency that monitors the people you give the loan. They have agency that will come around every 3 months, every 6 months to make sure you're in business, that you're hiring people, that you're giving job, and you're doing a good job. Are you with me? Are you still there?
Clearly, yes, I can hear you clearly.
Something like you have like NAFDAC, something like NAFDAC. You need something like that. You train them, you check, make sure they know how to do the job. You help them buy the equipment. Then they come around every 3 or 4 months to see that you're doing. The Nigerian government cannot give job to most Nigerians. American government only hires Army and Navy and Air Force. That's what they have hired. Everything is private. Only private industry will work. If you go in government this and government that, you will have failure on top of failure on top of failure. When I was small, they used to have Nigerian shipping. It's gone.
Right.
Nigerian Airways is gone. Nigerian Iron and Steel, failure. Nigerian Refinery, failure. Nigerian Aluminium, failure. Nigerian Gas, failure. Nigerian Airways, failure. But if it's in private hand, you see, you have Peace Airline is working. If you have private people running the iron and steel, it will work. Because business people will work for 15 hours a day. When you saw this government, this ministry of this, they will work 2 hours a day. They will come by 10 and they will leave by 2. And they will come to the office peeling a goosey in the office. Instead of working, they're peeling a goosey in the office. You can't compete with the world like that. You have tough people like Germany, Japan, China. You're competing with those people. They are very serious people. You can't have somebody, government this, they give job to their family, to their sister, to people of their tribe, and people of their religion. Those people is you're heading for failure, entering inside the gutter. You have to be ready to compete with the world, like going for World Cup. You have to bring the best people of all tribes. There's no tribes that have all the smartest people. Everybody has something they can do better than each other. You bring them together like a team, and then Nigeria will win. God gave Nigeria everything that he can give anybody. God blessed us with oil, gold, diamond, silver, tin, bauxite, aluminium, gas, oil. Japan don't have anything like that. Japan have nothing, zero. But they import 100% of everything from Nigeria. And they build Toyota and Nissan, and you're driving it like we're Mumu. There's
All right,
nothing wrong.
all right,
There's
all
nothing wrong
right,
with a Nigerian child.
all right, doctor. Doctor, we have seen that, yes, the leaders are a major problem to the emancipation and full realization of the potentials of the youth. But even the youths themselves are working against themselves, getting involved in drugs, in scamming business, and all prostitution and all kinds of things. What's the way to get out of that kind of trap?
It's because of lack of opportunity. That's why they're doing that. Where I come from, where I come from before I started helping them, we had prostitution. People would give them 2,000 naira and they take them to hotel. The girls. You don't have that anywhere where I come from. The boys we break into a house to steal pot of soup before. You don't have that anymore. I employ about 300 people. In where I come from, I have up to 10 companies in Nigeria, and they're all doing very well. They are doing very well. I have young people working. People working in my company are between 20 to 45. They are, they don't steal from me like that. I know that's what everybody thinks. My friends in America say, how you manage to do that? They will rob you to death. It's not true. If you make them feel, like they are part of the equation, that this is for them. I build this for them. I don't need what is there in Nigeria. I built it to help young people. And my accountants is 30 years old, marketing people, 25 years old, university people, in marketing, 20, 30 people years old. I made them feel like this is theirs and they're doing it for themselves. They change their mind. And I don't pay them based on just salary. I pay people based on what you produce. We measure what you sell. If a truck carries, I make bottled water. If they sell like 1,000 bottles in a day and somebody sells 500, the person that makes 1,000 get paid more. We measure. We pay you. We have a system of you work, you chop, not chop chop. Like Nigeria is chop chop. Our system is you work, you chop. We measure it, and you're not on a fixed salary. You can earn as much as you want. Somebody who works 7 days a week makes more than somebody who works 5 days a week. So our system works. They work hard, they will get paid. I don't cheat anybody. Everybody is paid every month. So it's like theirs. It's like I make it feel like it's yours and you need to defend it for yourself. That's how my people feel. So by 6 o'clock, they're already gone to work. I don't go and wake anybody up from bed, go to work. By 6, they're gone. By 7, they're still there working because of motivation. And you have to motivate them, you have to pay them. If you work, you have to chop. And Nigerian people, the ones that work with me are good because I motivate them and they're doing it. They're not stealing from me. All my companies are doing good. I make bottled water. I make sachet water. I have 2,000 pigs. I have piggery. I have fishery. I'm making a lot of fish. I'm making a lot of pigs. I have ice blocks that supplies from city to city. So we have a lot of stuff. And I bought a lot of land and I started making rice. Because whenever I come to Nigeria, Everybody says hungry, 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 hungry. When I enter Abuja airport, they say we're hungry, we eat only once a day. These are people working for government. Immigration, custom people, they say they eat 010, they eat only once a day. I say, what do you eat? They say beans. So that's the first thing they tell me, we're hungry. So I decided to go into agriculture because it's a huge opportunity, and I've succeeded. I have 4 miles of land, 4 miles with a river, and I have planted rice. Like I'm making 100 bags of rice. I have mill. I have my own rice mill. I produce 100 bags of rice every day.
Okay.
And we can plant the rice twice a year. And young people are the one working it. The youth that you're talking about are the one working all this thing for me.
All right, doctor. I see clearly that you are not just theorizing. You are not just painting pictures in the sky. You have your feet on ground, and you have businesses here at home. Let me ask you, what is the motivation? Because most of your kind of people, they go away and never look back. They don't care about what happens behind. I mean, so why is your case different?
Because, God wants us to be a world power, but we're the one failing ourselves. God did everything, rice, beans, we have millet, we have vegetable, fruit. God gave us everything, but we are failing and we shouldn't be failing. So it hurts me to see us acting like beggars, whereas we're supposed to be a world power, helping people, pulling all the African countries up. We should be the big man in Africa. For minimum, African Union shouldn't be just a political union. It needs to be a business union where we can go to any African country and we can trade and make things and trade. Like when I was small, in the East had palm oil, and the West had cocoa everywhere, and the North have groundnut. That's what we need to go back to. We need to stop all this depending on oil, crude oil. That's why we are failing. Let's go back to agriculture as our base of what we do. Our children are very intelligent. In America, Nigerian kids are the top 10% of America. You have a Nigerian boy that was like treasurer, deputy treasurer. He's a Yoruba boy. We have a lot of our people doing well here in America, doing football, sports, and everything. Our people are very talented. That's what I'm trying to tell you, and they can compete. It's when they come to Nigeria, it looks like they give them poison, and they destroy their mind and everything. The Nigerian system destroyed the Nigerian youth. We can compete with China, with Europe, America. We can compete and we can defeat them.
Wow.
If you have the right leadership, we will be a world power.
Fantastic. So we can compete with the rest of the world. That's very uplifting, very inspiring. Let me ask you, sir, in order to bring your vision to realization for a larger number of people, for the entire nation, are you still considering coming into politics, into trying to get power? Because that's crucial.
I gave up myself. I'm a medical doctor in America. I have a degree also in business administration, master's. I have master's degree in public health. I'm very successful in America. I have company that hires 5,000 doctors that work for me. So I'm financially solid. I don't need anything. They pay me very well. I set it up when I was 39 years old. And all these are Yibo people, Asian, China people, India working for my company. So I'm solid. I want to give back. When I came here, my father was a school teacher, retired. My mother sells food on the side of the road. Nobody would pay my school fees. I came here, and then when I took the first 10 classes, I got A's in all the classes from Nigeria. And then they gave me scholarship. The California people gave me scholarship immediately. They paid all my school fees. They gave me scholarship. They gave me food, cafeteria. They gave me dormitory. They gave me job on the side to have pocket money. I have nobody to train me.
And you don't know anybody. You don't know anybody from Adam.
I want to give back. I want to give back. That's what I'm trying to do. What they did for me. People who are not African people, they are not my tribe. They help me. I want to give back to other people.
Okay, so, I was just thinking that if you have a political position, it will help you to be able to spread these goodies to a larger number of people. For example, you already tried the presidency. Is there anything wrong in you trying some other office that might just fall into your laps easier than the presidency in the next round of elections?
If I will serve and in anything, I will serve for president of Nigeria.
Oh.
I'm more trained than all the people there. I'm more educated than all of them. I have business experience than all of them. I'm better than all of them combined. So if Nigerian people want me to come and save them and make Nigeria a world power, I'm available. But I'm not coming to serve under some corrupt people, so I can be quiet. I like to speak my mind. I like to speak. You see how I'm talking? I'm not afraid of anybody. I don't think anybody will let me walk under them when I can speak my mind. I'm not going to stop talking like this, saying that they are corrupt. If you want black people to change and be a world power, I'm here. I would do it without tribe. I would do it without religion. I'm the only one that can do it. I'm available.
There's a problem. There's a problem that has been identified with people who are very visionary and very full of conviction, that when they get into office, people like you, they get into office, the whole world, the whole Nigerians are looking up to them, and suddenly you find that they tend to lose their voice, they lose steam, they lose, like they run out of ideas. But it has been said that it's because the civil service, the entire system around which the executives work, is toxic and frustrates any leader with good intentions. If you even get the office of president, how do you intend to override this challenge?
I mean, they told me, the civil servant told me that they want to teach the ministers how to steal. They tell me that they teach them how to steal without being caught by EFCC.
Exactly.
I talked to them. I know what's going on in Nigeria. They told me, like I said, Nigeria is like a bus where the two drivers are thief. The conductors are thief. Half of the passengers are thief. Half of the passengers are civil servant. I know that. Some people, because I'm in America, they think I don't know what's going on. I come home every other month. Like I'm getting ready to come into Nigeria.
So
I'm getting ready to come
faced
into
with
Nigeria
such a
now.
situation, what would you do?
It will be a total fight. We will have to change it, otherwise black people will perish. Regardless of what you think of Nigeria, if you don't make it in Nigeria, the whole black will have no future. We have to do a war. I will get these young people involved. I will show them that it's a matter of their life. And it has to be a big war. I know it's going to be a big fight back, but we have to defeat that. If I go there, we will change it. But because I will pay them. Right now, they don't get paid. They don't get paid money. The police get little money. That's why they're taking gun and stealing from people on the road. I will pay people. But you have to produce. If you're not producing, you're not going anywhere. You have to manufacture and ship out. They are comparing you with Japan, Germany, America. What do you produce? GDP means gross domestic product. That means what are you manufacturing? Right now, you don't even make matches. You don't make toothpick. How can you compete? We have to change our mind. We have to start producing. We have to start paying people according to how they produce. You ask people, are they happy with their future of their life now or the future for their children? That's what I've asked them. Do they want their children's future to be different from before? If they say they want, then they will have to change.
Let me quickly ask you. You said something at the beginning that education in Nigeria should be free. Government should take care of education for all Nigerian children. From what level to what level? If you say all of them don't have to go to university, the percentage that goes to university, should it also be free?
I will make it free for everybody. If you don't achieve anything else, use the oil money instead of people chopping. Use that at least to train Nigerian people. When I was little, Awolowo gave free education to Yoruba states.
Yeah,
they did. I was in Midwest then, and today you see the effect. Yoruba people have more degrees and education than the rest of Nigerians.
True.
So it makes a difference. It makes a difference. Compare Yoruba states to northern states. The gap is very wide. When I was little, and Obara focused on economics in the East. And then that's why we were able to make things in the East. But in the West, will focus on education, and it's bear fruit. It will help us training technical people who can be engineers and physicists that can make things so we can compete. America is based on technology, in artificial intelligence, AI. We have to go there. The world is leaving us. They will leave us behind by 2,000 years. Our Nigerian AI is tribalism and religious bigotry.
Wow. See, it's refreshing talking with you, and I'm sure it must be very refreshing to the youths who listen or watch you, because you have very kind words for them. You have said that they are good people, that they are not stealing from you. Those who are working with you, they are not stealing from you. They do their works conscientiously, dutifully, and all that. But what we have around here are negative remarks about the youth. What people say is that the youth, in fact, one president said, referred to them as lazy youth. People who are just idling away and all that. I feel very lifted that you have this kind of impression of the youths. But that does not cancel the fact that there's a whole lot of the population of Nigerian youth who are hooked onto wrong things, who are hooked onto drugs, who are hooked onto crime, who are hooked onto prostitution, who are hooked onto, who have low self-esteem, and so on and so forth. Is there something that can be done, like a program that is put in place, maybe national orientation or something, in order to begin to disabuse their minds from these wrong paths?
It is the politicians, it's the old people that's corrupting the young. It's the old people that are taking the 20-year-old girl to hotel. It's the old people that they're not working hard and they're stealing billions in their account. They are showing them bad example. They are not showing like you work hard. Like say you have Dangote working hard and producing industries. Like Air Peace producing good planes and flying. Like Innocent Motors making motors in Nnewi. I don't think you know. For 20 years they were making all kinds of vehicles in Nnewi. That can be shipped all over Africa. It's the politicians that are corrupt. They are the cause of the problem. They don't have any good example to show. All they are showing is that corruption is good, tribalism is good. You become president, you put everybody in your tribe in all the minister position. Like there's nobody else in Nigeria. That's what's happening. Buhari did it, and it's happening now. If you don't think other people are anything, everything will fail. There's nothing like that. All the tribes in Nigeria have something to offer. Northerners are good in agriculture. Northerners are good, Easterners are good in business and economics. Yoruba people are good in, from when I was small, they're good in law, they're good in journalism, they're good in politics. Everybody has something to offer. We need to bring it together.
Wow. Okay, now, let me, we will soon be rounding up, but let me ask you now, if you had the ears of Mr. President, what would you be telling him?
I'll tell him we need to change the attitude of Nigerians for the sake of all the black people in the world and Caribbeans are dependent on us. Remember, all the 32 Caribbean countries, their fathers came from Nigeria. They all looking, they watch Nollywood, they watch Nigerian music, they play Nigerian music in Jamaica, Caribbean, all of that. The whole of black people in the world, they are dependent on Nigeria to be like the first son. And we can't afford to fail. Like the Chinese, when they got their independence, they were backward like us now, but they have determined leaders that are intelligent. They put their best. And when you do corruption in China, then they'll put you in the stadium, they machine gun all of them, they shoot them in national TV. So you don't have people taking bribe in China because they know the consequence. They shoot them, they put them in stadium and they shoot all of them down and they televise it. So they are serious-minded people. They want to make Chinese top people. They are competing with America. They are shaking America in the boot. America is like, they hit America, America is trying to fall. Those are people who were nothing before. Like India is the same thing. Indian people are determined people. They are serious. They want to change their people. India was backward like us. We went backward. They're going forward. They are very educated. Chinese have the most engineers in the world, and Indians. Education is the key.
Right. Good. You just said education is the key. And I want to link that up with our kind of value system in this country. You probably have heard that in the last 2 weeks, a space of 1 week in between, sports people have come home with laurels and have been rewarded with humongous cash amounts. Now, when people come out of school as first class or invent something, they hardly get any acknowledgement or support. Else, if we had been supporting people who have inventions, who are producing things from university engineering departments and the government, our country would have taken a flight. Now, how do you view, what's your perception, what's your assessment of the kind of reward that was dished out in the last 2 weeks, both for the Falcons and the Tigresses?
If rewarding people who succeeding is always good, like I told you, that's what I use for my business.
Right.
You know, there's a young boy from my place that was a genius that was in manufacturing things at the age of 12. His father is poor. Mother was selling food on the side of the road. I gave him scholarship. He went to Cyprus. He just graduated with petroleum engineering. Now he's going to Australia to do his master's and then PhD. You know,
still on your bill, on your scholarship?
Yeah. I'm paying it. It was all over the internet. If you want, tell Eric. Eric can give it to you. It's all, everybody's watching it. The mother is very poor. He sells food on the side of the road. The father is sick, and he makes things. He represents Nigeria overseas for competition.
Okay. So you agree that they should be rewarded, but do you have an issue with the size of the reward? Is it reasonable, considering that there are several other sectors? There are soldiers dying on the battlefield. There are soldiers coming back home with their arm amputated, one leg cut off, their brains shattered, and all that, and they don't get any attention. In fact, retired police went on strike recently. Protested recently. You heard all that. Nurses were on strike. It means that several sectors are not getting attention. So would it have been better to cut down on the size of that reward so that we can have a spread of that attention and that goodness spread around more sectors and more people?
The people who have done the most to showcase us right now should get big award as an example for everybody.
All right.
But it shouldn't be just government. The private sector should be involved in giving the awards.
Yeah,
it's not just the government.
Quietly,
private sector, rich individuals. Yeah, it's not just the government. You know, but the ones that are doing well, you need to support them. Showcase that goodness is good. Not right now. What you have is chop system in Nigeria. You chop, I chop. That's what you have. They are not serious people. You have thief. All those people there are thief. Who are running all those government and ministries. They are thief and chop people. That's why we're going backwards and not forward.
All right, Doctor, we're going to have to take your parting shot at this point so that we can close this.
Yeah, Nigerians have one of the most intelligent people in the world. If it's organized and they are trained and they're equipped, they can be one of the top 5 countries in the world. It's not too late. That's why I'm talking to you. If it's too late, I wouldn't be talking to you. We can still do it. We can come back and become a world power.
All right. It just dropped in my spirit. If you were invited over to this country to come take charge of a sector, maybe as a minister or some special vehicle is put in place for you to occupy to turn things around, would you accept such an offer? Doctor, I guess Doctor is gone. That will be the size of the show. Thank you so very much for watching, and we bring you this kind of very inspiring interviews from time to time, and we encourage you to watch. It's bye for now from myself, Dayo Omogo, even as I say thank you to the production team. Wonderful production team. Thank you very much.